everyone, it's Ann. Today we're going to take a look at a fairly new deck. It's been out since the end of September 2022, September 30th, 2022, according to Amazon. We are in the first week of January 2023, so it's been out for a little over 3 months. It's called the Lorenzi Tarot by Irene Lorenzi. It's in a rectangular hard case 2-part box, and it's published by US Games. And US Games actually sent this deck out to me to review. So shout out and a big thank you to US Games for sending this to me. It does come with a rectangular large size guidebook. That's the thickness of it, and we'll take a look more at the guidebook at the end after we look at the cards. The cards are underneath the guidebook, and it does have a ribbon so you can easily pull it out. There's a picture of the bird at the bottom. This is hard cardboard to keep your cards in place so it won't move around. Close this back up. Now, according to the description, this deck tells the story of our era, a time steeped in dualism between the ancestral realm and the modern world, where human beings strive to find a balance between nature and technology. So, here's the backs, and it does look reversible. So it's a non-traditional deck. It's not gilded, and it is laminated, but it's not too plasticky. It feels papery with a coating. So not like matte, but then not hard plastic either. So in between, and cardstock medium, and card size. It's a little larger than the traditional plaid back tarot card, so a little taller and a little wider, but not that much bigger, but it is bigger. And right off the bat, just skimming through it, I don't believe this deck is for everyone, and some people may not like it because it's very non-traditional. Let's zoom in tight and take a look, and it's very different. But it's one of those decks that has a lot of details, and it makes you think. So that the artist is what she's trying to convey, our era, our time, and the dualism between the ancestral realm and the modern world, where human beings strive to find a balance between nature and technology. So I'm just reading that from the description that's online on the computer in front of me, just so you know that's her intention. And if you keep that in mind, it may help you understand as we do the flip through. The cards are pretty much borderless except for the border at the bottom. They have the number and the title of the card. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cards. As you can see, it's very, very non-traditional. So we have the Fool, the Magician, and I did skim the guidebook a little bit. This is talking about how she's the magician manipulating man. Man as in human beings, not man as in a man. As he's hanging, barely hanging on. So she's manipulating the human beings with her mind. So very deep, deep thought provoking thinking type of deck, and these are the different elements on here. So there's all the elements represented. And then we have the High Priestess. So I would say this may not be the best deck for a beginner starting out in tarot, because it's not following, number one, the Rider-Waite system, Number 2, it's very non-traditional and kind of complex. Unless you pick up the deck and you automatically resonate with it, then of course there's always exception. But generally speaking, it may not be the best deck for beginners. So we have the Hierophant. So the major arcana has people, human beings in it, and then the minors are mostly animals. So we have the Lovers, and we have, according to the guidebook, I read this one too, Eve, they're in the Garden of Eden. Eve is offering Adam the apple, and then the snake is wrapped around Adam. There is a Cupid up here. So there's a lot of detail. And like I said, it's one of those where you kind of look at and contemplate, and maybe each time you do a reading, you pick up a different detail. The Chariot, Strength, the Hermit. I read the description in the guidebook on this too. He's a sailor, obviously, from the way he's dressed with his shirt. And their ship have just been attacked by this creature that looks like an octopus, and he is the sole survivor. So at first when I glanced through it, was skimming through it, I'm like, how does this represent the hermit, right? We're used to the traditional hermit with a lantern away by himself on top of a mountain or, some deserted island or where have you. And you're wondering, how does this represent the hermit? So the guidebook will help you as well. But yeah, so the boat was, got attacked. Everyone died, and he's the sole survivor. So then in that context, it makes sense that this is the Hermit card. Wheel of Fortune, Justice. We have the Scales. So lots of human beings and animals combined in this deck. The Hanged Man, very different. There is a hanging man, but there's also other things going on here. Death. Temperance. The Devil. It's interesting, the Devil's upside down, and they're bind, but they're sitting down instead of standing. The Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun. So we have two people in the Sun card. Judgment and the World. So that completes the major arcana. Moving on to the minor arcana, starting with the Suit of Swords with Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, very non-traditional Two of Swords, Three of Swords. We do have the swords stabbing the heart. Oh, they form like a heart shape also. Four of Swords, very non-traditional. Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Seven of Swords. Oh, by the way, the minors are represented by different animals. So the sword suit is represented by the birds. That's why there's a lot of birds in the sword suit. Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, and King of Swords. And this is the wand. So let me turn to that page really quick so I can tell you, because I did see that they did change So the birds dominate the kingdom of heaven associated with the swords. Fish dominate the sea, so it's associated with the cups. And terrestrial animals, the earth, associated with money, pentacles. And mythological creatures, the fire, associated with wands. So we're on the wands section. So it's going to be mythological creatures, which represents fire. So now we know what we're looking at. So Ace of Wands. So these are going to be mostly mythological creatures. 3 of Wands. 4. 5. Well, that looks like a goat. 6. 7. 8. 9. Wow, that looks like a lion. Mix. Interesting. Sort of like a lion mixed panther or something. 10 of Wands. Page. Knight. Queen. And King. So next is the suit of cups, and cups is fish, because fish dominate the sea, which is associated with cups. All right, so that makes sense. So Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, mermaids, that's fitting. 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 5, 6, 7, 8, looks like an octopus. Oh, a jellyfish, I think. Yeah, a jellyfish. Jellyfish. 9 of Cups. 10, turtle. Page. Knight. Queen. And King of Cups. And then the final suit is of Pentacles. And these are terrestrial animals, the earth, associated with money, pentacles. All right. Ace of Pentacles. We have peacocks, it looks like. Yep, peacocks. 2 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, giraffe. 4. Is this moth? Not sure what is this. Moth. 5 of Pentacles, peacocks again. 6 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. 8, giraffe. 9 of Pentacles. Very interesting. 10 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. And King of Pentacles. And here are the backs one more time. Very simple backs. Alright, so that completes the flip through of the cards. Now let's take a look at the guidebook really quick. It's a rectangular, larger size guidebook. The cover is buttery matte feel. So copyright 2022, introduction. Zoom out a little bit. So this is, yeah, this is sort of what I read. I read it from the Amazon description, but it looks like they just took it from here. how it was created to tell the story of our era, an era steeped in dualism in which human beings strive to find their place in an unstable balance between the forces of nature and technology, between social conflicts and internal harmony, between light and shadow. So that gives you an idea of the deck's theme. Who am I? Okay, so there's this section about the author. She kind of explained and introduced herself. Goes into the major arcana. Oh, and I wanted to show you the page that I just read. So this right here, it breaks it down for you. The minor arcana, dominated by animal figures. Birds dominate the kingdom of heaven, associated with sword. Fish dominate the sea, associated with cups. Terrestrial animals, the earth, associated with money, pentacles, and mythological creatures, the fire, associated with wands. So when you go through the decks, you understand how it's, comprised. And these two realms communicate between themselves, so we will find figures that travel from card to card. And that's why we saw some of the same cards, like the peacocks, the giraffe, repeated. All right, and then it goes into the cards. So you do get a large size color picture of the card, right here. And then the number and title of the card, and then like one paragraph, and you have the upright meaning, a few keywords, and then you have the reverse meanings for each card. So that's nice. Pages are like semi-gloss. And I like that it's larger, so it's a nice large size of the picture. So let's check out the minors and see. So here's, let's go to the minor section. Where does the minor section start? Okay. So the world, it ends here. And then the minor arcana. And then suit of swords. Okay, so the layout is exact same. Some guidebooks for the minors, they give you a smaller picture, but it's the same, consistent between major and minor. You get a large size picture for every single card, and then same amount of writing for each card. A paragraph, and then upright keyword meanings, and then reverse meanings for each card. Very nice. And then in the back you have about the author. And there are a total of 99 pages. Alright, so that is the guidebook. So very, very different deck. But if it's a deck you resonate with, you may enjoy working with it. It's very different, very unique though. It's one of those decks that makes you think a little bit. I can't get this all to fit because it's a little large. All right, so I hope you enjoy that, and I will put the link as usual in the description underneath the video if it's something you want to check out or purchase or read more about. All right, so thanks for watching, and I will catch you again on the next video. Bye.